Long before Hurricane Ike made landfall, they were telling us power would go down, where it would go down, when it would go down, and approximately how long it would take to restore. As I watched the grid react exactly as they predicted, I got to wondering about their prescience. So I put on my thinking cap, ran through some logic sequences, evaluated and tabulated the input and result, and then double-checked it all for consistency and accuracy, and about 2 minutes later came to this conclusion. They looked at their maintenance records, or rather, and more to the point, the lack thereof, and correctly deduced that those least maintained would suffer the most, go down the quickest, and take the longest to fix. And as I watched the power return, it was the poorest parts of town and the most rural portions of the state taking the longest to fix. And this is a fine example of the true nature of capitalism, driven by the goal of short-term profit, with the only long-term consideration being more. And in this finite world of limited resources, it is inevitable that at some point reality intrudes. This whole debacle of the subprime meltdown is a prime example. Only in this case, the limited resource was suckers willing to buy those worthless pieces of paper. But in this never-never land of fantasy, where a few decrepit individuals think they were born to rule the world, and it seems the majority would like them to do so. Gee, Marge, your slave collar is so pretty. Rather than let it crash and burn, as reality and sanity demand, abracadabra, presto changeo, an amazing miracle with a snap of the fingers, a magic wand waved, out of the ether money is made and we're saved. Well, we're not saved. The corporations are. At our expense, every new dollar created means the one that we had is worth less. The felons are free to go play with their millions, and we are left to pay for the mess in the blink of an eye. We citizens now own most of the real estate here in the U.S. and one of the largest insurance companies around. Just don't be expecting any dividends come rolling your way anytime soon. As our civil liberties continue to diminish and the talking heads on TV can't seem to tell the truth from lies, while our politicians pander and the empire starts to crumble, I begin to wonder where and what our future will be comprised. Now I know the puppet master's plans are to diminish most the numbers, and I know they're into overtime to reach that sad, sick goal. They've carved it into stone in Georgia. Now they spray it across our skies, paying for it, I am sure, with money that they stole. Many more will starve to death as cost and debts both climb. The climate, too, will take its share overtly and sublime, and yet the future is not sealed. The few are vulnerable when revealed. The light slips through the cracks and on their petty natures shines. We're in the calm before the storm, and we have got the power to stop the criminals in their tracks and make those cowards cower. We have the tools, the ways and means. The question now is, do we? The how is simple. Don't contribute. How you answer will determine the future that will be. And now, into the circle 5.